And you say, perhaps I'll have my head this way. So on your back, just lie legs straight, chin tucked in, arms just by your side. So just lie in corpse pose, Shavasana, for a moment or two. Make sure your palms face the ceiling and your legs just flop out to the sides, your knees roll out, your thighs roll out. Your chin is tucked in, so you've got the nice long back of your neck. So it's as though you were standing almost. And just relax for a moment or two. Let the weight of your body be supported by the floor. And then nice and gently bend both your knees over your tummy. Just take hold of your knees. Crisscross your ankles. So crisscross your ankles. Take your hands around your knees and rock gently like side to side. And just imagine you're a little boat on the sea, just rocking gently side to side. So nice, relaxed, rocking side to side. And then nice and gently, just swap your ankles round. So you've got your ankles crisscrossed the opposite way. And again, just that gentle rocking. Imagine you're a little boat on the sea, just rocking gently with the waves. And then nice and gently, place both your feet on the floor. Your knees stay bent. Your knees about hip distance apart. And then just bend your right knee over your tummy. Decide whether you want to reach up and have your hands on your shin or keep your hands interlocked between your knee and your thigh, whichever suits you. So whatever suits you, once you've decided, slide your other leg straight. So you're holding one bent knee over your right side and just gently pull down with that right on the right side. So you press your thigh into your side. You're pressing onto the liver. Just give it a gentle squeeze. Just to let it know you're thinking of it. And then relax the hold. So what you'll be doing is lifting your forehead towards your knee and then come back down. Make sure the lift comes from your stomach. So your head is not acting as a big weight. So your stomach is doing the work. So we're going to do it together on an out breath. So stay as you are, breathe in, breathe out, lift forehead to knee. Remember, it's your stomach that's doing the work. Breathe in and down. Breathe out, come up, 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 breathe in and down. Two more. Breathe out, come up, breathe in and down. Last one. Breathe out, come up, breathe in and down. Just keep hold of your leg, tuck your chin in, relax your shoulders. Now straighten that bent leg up to the ceiling. Have your hands interlocked behind the back of your leg, wherever is comfortable. So you might walk your hands up towards your leg, your foot, or you might keep it down behind your thigh, whichever suits you. So, and again, you're going to lift your face towards your leg. Remember, the tummy is doing the work. So keep your head nice and soft. So we'll do it on the out breath. Stay as you are, breathe in, Breathe out. Lift your face towards your leg. Breathe in and down. Breathe out and lift. 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 Breathe in and down. Two more, everyone. Breathe out and lift. Breathe in and down. One more. Breathe out and lift. Breathe in and down. Just tuck your chin in, relax your shoulders. Take your arms by your side, leave your leg up in the air. Just push your heel up towards the ceiling. Just press your lower back flat on the floor. Stay as you are. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keeping your leg nice and tense. Lower it gently till you're about 6 inches off the floor. Then point your toe away from you and make little circles about the size of a football with your toe. So you're going to do, so that should be 3, 4, maybe, 5, 6, let's do 8, 7. If it's too many, do what you're comfortable with. 8. Now we have to change direction, everybody. Make your football-sized circles the opposite way around. You'll start to feel the weight of your leg. You should be on your 5th, 6, and 7. No, 8 we need to do. 8. And then just rest that leg on the floor. Just tuck your chin in, turn your hands to face the ceiling, and just take a breath or two. Notice the difference between the two sides of your body. And relax any tension. Notice if you're holding on to tension in your shoulders. And then bend both your knees, feet flat on the floor, about hip distance apart. Bend your left knee now over your tummy. Either you're going to reach up and clasp your hands on your shin or leave them between your knee and your thigh. Whatever you did for your last leg. And then slide your right leg away. So you've got a straight right leg, bent left knee. So pull that bent leg onto the left side of your body. Your spleen, stomach on that side, getting a nice squeeze. Just let them know you're thinking of them. And then relax the whole. So again, we're going to do the forehead to knee. Remember that the movement starts at your stomach. It's your tummy muscles bringing you up. Don't let the weight of your head cause neck problems. Stay as you are. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come up, forehead to knee. Breathe in and down. Breathe out. Come up. 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 Breathe in and down. 2 more. Breathe out. Come up. Breathe in and down. Last one. Breathe out. Come up. Breathe in and down. Just relax your shoulders, tuck your chin in, lengthen the back of your neck, straighten your bent leg up to the ceiling, Clasp your hands behind. So again, you can move your hands up towards your foot or keep them lower down behind your thigh. So face to leg on the out breath. Remember, it's your tummy that's doing the work. Stay as you are, breathe in, breathe out, face to leg. Breathe in and down. Breathe out, come up, 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 breathe in and down. Two more, everyone. Breathe out, come up, breathe in and down. Last one. Breathe out, come up, breathe in and down. Just take your arms by your side, tuck your chin in. Your leg is still up in the air. Just press on your lower back. Push the heel up towards the ceiling. Stay as you are. Breathe in. As you breathe out, lower that leg nice and gently. 6 inches off the floor, just stop, point your foot, draw this football-sized circle. You're going to do 8 in one direction and 8 the other way. So I'm on to 4, nice and slowly, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So let's go the opposite way. If it's too much, do what you're comfortable with. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. When you've done your last one, rest your leg gently on the mat. Turn your hands to face the ceiling. Touch your chin, tuck your chin in and just relax your head, shoulders, arms, hands, back of your rib cage, waist, hips, legs, feet. And then again, just bend your knees over your tummy, crisscross your ankles, grab hold of your knees and be that little boat rocking side to side, just nice and gently. Turn your ankles the opposite way and just rock again, nice and gently, like a little boat on the blue sea. And then just come back to the center, tuck your chin in, drop your hands by your sides, palms down. Everybody stretch your legs up to the ceiling so that your feet are flat. So your feet, the soles of your feet flat towards the ceiling. And then do the moonwalk. That you take 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, that the legs stay straight. Just nice and gently, just feel the rest getting to your feet, the blood being allowed to come back down from your feet, your toes back to get cleaned up again in your body. And then just stop with your feet both up in the air and just do a cycling movement. So 1 leg at a time, nice and slowly. So imagine you slow motion. And then let's go backwards. So go backwards with your cycling. Slow motion, no rush. Imagine you're in a film, nice slow motion. And then just have both knees together, both feet together. Try and do 4 big cycles with your feet, legs together. So 4 forward. That's 2 for me. 3, nice and slowly, nice and in time. And let's go backwards, 4 backwards, or 3, whatever you do, make sure you do this same number. That's all you need to remember. So that's 2 for me. 3 and 4. And then when you've done the last one, place your feet on the floor. So your knees are still bent, feet about hip distance apart. Interlock your hands behind the back of your head, or make the cactus shape so that your elbows stick out to the sides and the backs of your hands rest vertically above your elbow. So decide which suits you better. If you're okay with hands behind the back of your head, walk your feet perhaps a bit closer to your bottom, or shuffle your bottom a bit closer to your feet. We're going to do the pelvic lift. So breathe in, press into your feet, lift your hips off the floor, and then push the pelvis up higher. Feel the tightening of your thigh muscles. Tighten thighs, buttocks, and squeeze the sides of your waist in. Keep that tension just for a moment. Release. As you breathe out, lower vertebra by vertebra, tailbone last to touch the mat. So that was the first. Let's do 2 more. So breathe in, press into the soles of your feet, lift your hips, push the pelvis higher, tighten thighs, buttocks, squeeze the sides of your waist in. Release, breathing out, lower vertebra by vertebra, tailbone last to touch the mat. That was the second. Let's go for the third. Breathe in, just feel the soles of your feet as you press into them. Lift the pelvis higher, tighten thighs, buttocks, squeeze the sides of your waist in. Hold that tension for a moment or 2. Release. As you breathe out, lower vertebra by vertebra, tailbone last to touch the mat. Just release your hands from behind your head. Bend your knees over your tummy, crisscross at the ankles. And again, do the little boat, just bobbing side to side, just floating on the water. You feel nice and light, nice, gentle rocking side to side. And change your ankles. So have the other one on top of the other. And again, just start the rocking gently. Side to side, nice and gently. And then just place your feet back on the floor again, hip distance apart. And take your arms out to the side. If you've got room, straight out to the sides. If you've not got room, make the cactus shape. So the cactus shape is your elbows are bent, backs of your hands against the floor. We're going to do the lying twist. So just check you've got room to drop your knees to one side, turn your head the other. So your feet, keep that width apart. They don't come together. So knees stay that width apart. So I'll talk you through it. Just for a moment, press your lower back flat on the floor and then release it. So stay as you are, breathe in, breathe out. Just drop your knees to your left. So you roll onto the sides of your feet. Your lower thigh may touch the floor, it may not. Press down with the knees, hips, shoulders, and then gently roll your head to the right. Draw your tummy muscles in. So it's a nice twist of the waist, of the spine. Breathe in, bring your head, your knees back to the vertical, to the center. Breathe out, just gently roll onto the sides of your feet, lowering your knees to the right. Press your knees down, your hips, your shoulders. Roll your head gently to the left. So as long as your knees have gone one way, your head the other, that's fine. Draw your tummy in gently. Breathe in, come back to the center, head, knees, breathe out. Let your knees go to the left, press them down, press your hips, your shoulders, roll your head to the right. Draw your tummy in gently. Breathe in, come back to the center. Breathe out, drop your knees to the right. Press the knees, the hips, the shoulders, roll your head to the left. Draw your tummy muscles in. Breathe in, come back to the center. Bend your knees over your tummy, grab hold of your knees. Don't crisscross your ankles this time, keep them uncrossed, and just draw your figure of 8 underneath your body. As you draw it, draw your knees close to your tummy. So wherever it feels that you can draw your knees close to your tummy, just pull them gently towards you. And then just place your feet on the mat and have your hands rest in the crook of your thighs. So your fingers point up towards your knees. Your hands just rest at the bottom of your thighs. So all we're going to do is just slide up, head, shoulders, fingers to knees. Keep your lower back stuck to the floor and then come back down. Remember, tummy muscles are doing the work, not your, so your head shouldn't feel heavy. So stay as you are, breathe in, breathe out, slide up, fingers lifting towards knees. Breathe in and breathe out, slide up, head, shoulders, fingers towards knees. Breathe in and 2 more. Breathe out, slide up, head, shoulders, fingers to knees. Breathe in and 1 more, everyone. Breathe out, slide up, breathe in and down. Just take your hands by your side, tuck your chin in, just relax your lower back for a moment or 2. So hardly any space between your lower back and the floor. And then just lift your toes off the floor so the tips of your heels are on the ground. All you're going to do is come up, head, shoulders, and push into that imaginary wall. So I'll talk you through it. So lower your toes, lower your arms. So lift your toes, tuck your chin in, press your lower back really hard onto the mat. Come up with your head, your shoulders. Push your flat hands against an imaginary wall. Keep your neck soft. The work is being done by your tummy. Release. Breathe out. Arms, toes back by your side. Lift your toes. Heels are down. Chin tucked in. Press your lower back flat on the floor. Breathing in, come up, head, shoulders, push in your imaginary wall. Soft neck, release. Breathe out, lower your hands, your toes. Make sure your tummy goes soft. We'll do 1 more. If you've had enough, lie it out. So lift your toes, heels are down. Press your lower back onto the floor. Breathing in, come up, head, shoulders, push into your imaginary wall. Just check your neck is soft. Release. Breathe out, lower your fingers, hands, toes. Bend your knees over your tummy, crisscross your ankles. Go back to being the little boat bobbing side to side, just gently. Swap your ankles, just keep rocking gently a couple of more times. And then just place your feet on the floor. Just slide your legs straight. Just tuck your chin in, have the backs of your hands against the floor, and do the complete relaxation. Head, shoulders, arms, hands, waist, hips, legs, feet. And then make sure your feet, your legs are together. Have your arms by your side. Have the side of your hand resting against the floor. So your thumb is sticking up. Palms of your hands just facing towards your body. We're going to do the very little shallow boat, which means you come up, head, feet, arms off the floor, just about perhaps 6 inches or so, and you tuck your chin in, perhaps not even 6 inches. So you've just come up. So we'll come up all together. So stay as you are, breathe in, breathe out. So press your lower back into the floor, lift your head, your shoulders, your feet, your legs. So you look down towards your feet, you've got your chin tucked in. Try and lengthen the back of your neck. Breathe out, come back down nice and gently. Soften your tummy, soften your legs. So we'll come up again. So press your lower back into the floor. Breathe in, lift your legs, your head, your shoulders. Try and tuck your chin in. Look down towards your feet. Breathe out and down. Tuck your chin in. Let your hands roll so the palms face the ceiling. Your feet roll out to the sides. And do the quick relaxation. Head, shoulders, arms, hands, back of your rib cage, waist, hips, legs, feet. And then nice and gently, just bend your knees. You're going to roll onto one side and come onto your tummy. So if you come onto your tummy, I'm going to have my head this way, I think. So just have your forehead on, actually, I'll turn my head because my voice is going to be far away. So have your forehead on the floor, your chin tucked in, your elbows slightly bent, the hands just resting against your body somewhere where it's comfortable. Your big toes touch, your heels roll out to the side. So your feet making a slight diamond shape. So keep your chin tucked in and breathe nice and gently that you hear the breath against the back of your throat. It's slightly constricted. You hear it come in, you hear it go out, like the waves coming onto the beach. And then nice and gently, just slide your chin onto the mat. Pull your heels together so your legs are now together. The tops of your feet rest on the floor. And all you're going to do is sink the pelvis into the floor and then come up, head, shoulders off the mat, and you're coming up using your tummy muscles, and you're starting at the waist to come up. So let's come up all together, and then I'll talk you down. So legs together, feet together. Sink the pelvis into the floor. Breathe in. Feel as though you lengthen through your belly. Come up nice and gently. Head, shoulders. As you breathe out, lengthen towards the floor. Chin, nose, forehead touch the ground. Relax your shoulders. Slide your chin onto the mat. Sink the pelvis. Breathe in. Feel the length coming through the belly, through the spine, the front of your rib cage, lifting. Breathe out, lengthen as you come down gently. Chin, nose, forehead, relax your shoulders. Slide your chin onto the mat. Sink the pelvis. Breathe in, come up. Remember, start at the belly. Lifting. Rib cage, head, everything's soft. Breathe out, come down, chin, nose, forehead, relax your shoulders. So one more lift, place your chin on the mat, sink the pelvis, breathe in, come up, head, shoulders. Breathe out, down, chin, nose, forehead. Relax your shoulders, your legs. Turn your face onto one cheek and do the quick relaxation. Your head, shoulders, arms, hands, waist, hips, legs, feet. And then place your chin on the mat. Make fists, just have your thumb on the inside, your fists just against, so the knuckles, the backs of your hands against the floor. So all you're going to do is press into your legs, lift one leg off the floor, try and keep the hip bone of that leg on the ground, breathe out and lower it. And then we'll do 3 lifts each side. So we'll do 3 one side, 3 the other. So chin on the mat, the backs of your hands against the floor. You made a fist. You're pressing into your fist. So just sink your hip bones too. Breathe in, lift one leg. Keep that hip bone in contact with the floor. Breathe out and lower. That was the first. Breathe in. Keep the hip bone in contact with the floor. Breathe out and lower. One more on that side. Breathe in. Lift that leg. Breathe out and lower. Relax your arms, your hips. We'll swap sides. So press into the backs of your fists. Breathe in. Keep the hip bone on the ground as you lift the leg. So it means it won't come awfully high. Breathe out and lower. Breathe in. Come up. Try and feel the hip bone in contact with the mat. Breathe out and lower. One more time. Breathe in. Come up. Breathe out and lower. Just relax your hands, your arms, just bend your elbows, forehead on your mat, and turn your face to rest on the other side. Do the quick relaxation. Head, shoulders, arms, hands, waist, hips, legs, feet. Place your chin on the mat. So you're going to either slide your hands so they're flat under your body and you've got your hands somewhere like that, pointing towards the groin. But you'll be able to feel those sticky out hip bones, or you can have fists there. Whichever you find perhaps comfortable. I'm going to try with fists. So I've got the backs of my fists against the floor. I can feel those sticky out bones. What you're going to do is keep your nose on the floor, press into your fists or hands, lift both legs. Try and keep both legs straight and just lift them. Just see how you get on. Your nose, your chin stay stuck to the floor. So everybody in position. Breathe in, press into your fists or your hands, raise both legs. Try and keep knees straight. Try and keep legs straight. Breathe out and lower. That was the first. We'll go for the second. Breathe in, sink into your fists or your hands. Raise both legs. Keep your nose on the mat. Breathe out and lower. Let's go for the last time. Sink hips onto your fists or your hands. Breathe in, press into the backs of your hands, your fists. Use them to raise both legs. Breathe out and lower. Release your hands from under your body. Place your forehead on the floor. Turn your face, rest on the opposite cheek. Do the quick relaxation. Head, shoulders, arms, hands, waist, hips, legs, feet. Place your chin on the mat. So we're going to do the locust. So for this one, remember, everything comes off the floor. Arms, legs, head, shoulders. Once you're up, scoop your arms down towards your hips. So you lift your chest, if you can, off the floor. You're trying to massage your abdominal organs and squeeze your kidneys at the back. So we're going to do 3 locusts together. So if that's too many, do 2, do 1. So chin on the mat, legs together. Breathe in and lift arms, legs, head, shoulders, and pull your arms down towards your waist. Have your palms face each other. Feel the kidneys getting squeezed. Breathe out. Back onto your chin. That was the first. 2 more. Breathe in, come up, arms, legs, head, shoulders. By pulling your arms down, you should pull your chest off the mat. Breathe out and down. That was the second. We'll go for the third. Just lie it out if you've had enough. So breathe in and come up, arms, legs, head, shoulders. Pull your arms down towards your hips. Lift your chin slightly. Breathe out. Chin, nose, forehead. Turn your face the opposite way to the last time and do the quick relaxation. Your head, shoulders, arms, hands, chest, waist, hips, legs, feet. And then nice and gently place your chin on the mat. Bring your hands down towards your waist. And we'll just come into the counter pose. So just swing up onto your knees. Swing your bottom up and back onto your heels. Leave your hands where they are. Just feel the stretch from your tailbone. Lay your forehead on the floor. 2 breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. As you breathe out, push into the heels of your hands. Lengthen, so you lower your tailbone a bit further. Breathe in. And again, breathing out. Push gently into the heels of your hands. See if you can lower your tailbone a bit further onto your heels. And then nice and gently, just come up onto your hands and knees and just come back onto your chest. So just come back onto your chest. Bring your hands into position for Sphinx. So you have your elbows tucked into your body, your fingers pointing forward. And what you're going to do is just come up. In fact, what you need slightly, I've got my hands too far back. I've just realized you need your shoulder directly above your elbow and your hands. That's it. So that's what it is. Chin on the mat. So breathe in, press into the pubic area, come up, head and shoulders, and just look forward. So press into your forearms, press into your thighs. It's not a big back bend, the Sphinx. And lift your chin. Just keep your teeth shut. So breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Press into the pubic area. Breathe out. One more nice breath. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, lengthen forward. So take your chin forward and down. Chin, nose, forehead. Bring your arms back by your sides. Turn your face. Just take a couple of breaths. And then place your chin on the mat. Just bring your hands, this time for cobra. So that's where they're closer to your shoulders. Perhaps your thumb is just touching against your shoulders. Your elbows touch your body and keep them lowered towards the mat. Feet together like the tail of the cobra. Chin on the mat. So think about lengthening through your belly again. So sink the pelvis onto the mat. As you breathe in, lengthen through your belly. When you need to, press onto your hands. Keep your elbows slightly bent. And when your tummy button is just off the floor, press into your thighs and lift your chin. Look forward. Pull your shoulder blades together so your chest is puffing out. Let's try and take 2 breaths. Breathe in, press into your thighs, lengthen the front of your body. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in, press into your thighs, feel your belly stretching as you look forward. Breathe out, lengthen, come back down. When you can take the weight off your hands, use your back muscles, chin, nose, forehead. Arms by your side, turn your face the opposite way to the last time. Do the quick relaxation. Head, shoulders, arms, waist, hips, legs, feet. So let's do another cobra. So bring your hands in position. So your fingers just below your shoulders, your thumbs probably almost brushing the side of your body. Elbows tucked in and lowered. So you pull your ears away from your shoulders. So legs together, the tail of the cobra. Sink the pelvis onto the floor. And remember, the lift starts at your waist through the belly. Breathe in, lengthen the front of your body. When you need to, that's the point, you press into your hands. Keep your elbows low, keep your elbows bent.
When your belly button has left the floor, press into your thighs, lengthen the front. Think about lengthening the front, not your squeezing the back. Pull your shoulder blades together. Look up, close your teeth. 2 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lengthen forward as you come down. Take the weight off your hands when you can. Use your back muscles. Chin, nose, forehead. Relax your shoulders. Turn your face the opposite way to the last time. Do the quick relaxation. Head, shoulders, arms, hands, chest, waist, hips, legs, feet. Just feel the whole of your spine are energized with those back bends, your kidneys that squeeze, the adrenals get stretched or squeezed. And then just bring your chin back to the center. Place your hands again down towards your waist. Breathe in, swing up onto your knees. Swing your bottom backwards. Down onto your heels. Keep your hands where they are. If you can, lower your forehead towards the floor. Breathe in. As you breathe out, press into the heels of your hands. Lengthen your tailbone towards your heels. Breathe in. Breathe out. Push into the heels of your hands. Lengthen your spine towards your heels. One more. Breathe in. As you breathe out, push into your hands. Lengthen your spine. Open your armpits. And then nice and gently come up onto your hands and knees. Keep an eye on the time, and just come into sitting position. So legs out in front of you. So just sit for a moment in Dandasana. Nice straight spine. Make sure you've spread your bottom. You're on your sitting bones. Have your hands just rest. Your right hand beneath your left. Thumbs, the tips of your thumbs just touching. Draw your chin in towards your neck and relax your legs. Just imagine the thread pulling the crown of your head up towards the ceiling, but you can feel your sitting bones firmly rooting into the ground. So we're going to have to do a counter pose to all those back bends. We're going to do the sitting forward bend. So arms just by your side. Breathe in, palms face the ceiling. Look up, lean back very gently. As you breathe out, suck in your tummy. If you need to bend your knees, bend your knees. Just come forward. Just place your hands wherever is comfortable and feel the length coming out of your sitting bones. Just bend your knees. You could just bend your knees one at a time. Ease out the undersides of your legs, and just think about your head moving gently towards your feet, nice and gently. So no, doesn't matter if you don't get anywhere near, just think about the stretch over the back of your body, stretching those kidneys since you gave them the big squeeze. Your spine just getting to move in the opposite direction. Just relax towards your legs. And then just brace your knees slightly. Breathe in, sweep your arms out in front of you. And when they reach your head, press into the backs of your legs. Come up, look up towards the ceiling. Breathe out. Arms gently by your sides. Just return your hands onto your lap. Your thumbs just touching. Nice tall spine. Drop your chin very gently. Feel as though you push the back of your head up towards the ceiling and swing your head like a pendulum. Just sideways, very gently. Just ease out your neck. And then when you come back to the center, just blink your eyes just a couple of times. And then take your legs a bit wide, so as wide as feels comfortable for you. If you can, push your heels away and flatten the undersides of your legs onto the mat. Just see how you get on. So let's do perhaps a sideways stretch. So we haven't really done a sideways stretch. So just turn your hand either, if you want to, reach down and get hold of your big toe between your index finger and the next one. If, however, it's pulling your hip off the ground, which it's doing with me, slide it back up. So just have it so that both sitting bones are planted into the ground. Pull your top shoulder backwards and sweep your arm over the top as though you wanted to get hold of your thumb. I'm going to hang. I'm getting nowhere near my thumb. I'm going to turn, look up to the inside of my elbow, and 3 breaths. So the breaths might let me slide a bit further. Breathe in. Breathe out. Make sure your sitting bone's planted though, and just slide a bit down. Breathe in. Turn your chest forward. Feel the sitting bones stuck to the floor. Breathe out. See if it just lets you stretch a bit further. One more. Breathe in. Turn your chest. Breathe out. Just ease that stretch with the out breath. Breathe in, come back up, and we'll swap sides. So sit nice and tall before you go the other side. Decide where you put your hand, the back of your hand. Make sure you can feel the hip bone planted down. Breathe in, sweep your other hand over the top, chest facing forward, and just hang if that's the best thing for you. Turn, look up, breathe in. Breathe out. Remember, the out breath will just let you stretch into your pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Come back up to the vertical and just gently, as though you're trying to pull your head away from your sitting bones, just come forward. So your back should be straight. Just bounce a couple of times. And then time to relax. So just bring your legs back. Decide if you're lying down or sitting, however you want to do the relaxation. So I'm sitting, so get my glasses. So if you're lying on your back, you can be on your front, on your side, whatever feels comfortable. So nice, lot of bending the spine backwards and forwards. So the spine, important to keep nice and healthy for the nerves, the messages coming from the brain into the parts of the body. So nice drawn in chin. Just eyes gently shut or half shut if you prefer. Just take your awareness to your breathing. So feel the in-breath drawn through the nostrils, through the back of the mouth, to the top of the throat, down the windpipe, into the lungs. You're trying to reach each of those tiny branches, leaves in the lung. As you breathe out, just feel the breath, the out breath, leaving the lungs through the windpipe to the back of the mouth, bridge of the nose, out through the nostrils. Then take your awareness to your face, to your forehead. Feel your forehead smooth, soft, relaxed. As your forehead relaxes, feel your scalp relax. As your scalp relaxes, just let your brain relax. Front, back, sides, as though it has a bit more room to ease into. And then take your awareness to your eyes soft, smiling. Feel your cheekbones relax, your cheeks. Feel your ears relax. Take your awareness to your nostrils, to your mouth, lips just slightly parted. Just feel inside the mouth, your tongue soft, relaxed. No tension in your face. Just take your awareness to your feet, to the skin on the soles of your feet, to your toes, heels, ankles, calf muscles, knees, thighs. Feel your hips wide, open, relaxed. Feel the small of your back, releasing, relaxing. Feel the back of your rib cage resting on the mat. And then take your awareness to the front of your body, your chest wide, open, relaxed. Inside the rib cage, heart, lungs, strong, healthy. Below the rib cage, your digestive system, strong, healthy. And then take your awareness back to the tops of your arms, your elbows, lower arms, wrists. Feel the backs of your hands just resting on the mat. Feel the skin on the palms of your hands, on your fingers. Take your awareness to your insides of your wrists, lower arms, elbows, upper arms, shoulders. No tension in your face, no tension in your body. And just for a moment or two, just visualize yourself on your mat, outside. You're just looking down a slight incline to a beach, to the sea. You're just aware of the grass around you. In the distance, a beach, the sea. And the sea is a perfect blue, reflecting the sky. The sun is shining, not a cloud in the sky. You're just aware of the waves, the movement of the sea, the energy around you, of the sky, of the sun, of the grass, the earth beneath you. And you feel relaxed. It's as though you can visualize yourself bobbing in the sea like that boat, just gently rocking. You're just supported by the water. You absorb all those colors, the blue of the sea, the sky, into your throat center, that blue circle of light. You absorb the green of the grass into your heart center, the green circle of light. And you absorb the yellow of the sun into your solar plexus, that yellow circle of light, your tummy button. You feel them strong, strengthened. And then slowly you become aware that you're no longer outside on the grass, but you're back in your room on your mat. And you become aware of the ground beneath you, the walls around you, the ceiling above you. And slowly you just begin to move your fingers, your toes. And just take your arms behind you and stretch and yawn a couple of times. You just stretch and yawn. When you're ready, just bend your knees over your tummy, just perhaps crisscross your ankles, rock gently side to side. Just wrap your arms around your knees. And change the ankle position if you're rocking with your ankles crossed. And then just place your feet back on the floor, roll onto one side, just come up into a nice, easy, cross-legged position. So, nice, tall spine, chin tucked in. Hands somewhere comfortable on your knees or in your lap. We'll just take 3 breaths first of all. So breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just rub your hands together. Feel the warmth, the energy between your hands. Just place them at your eyes. Your fingertips just crisscrossed at your forehead. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just bring your hands into Namaste, the greeting pose. We just finished with Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om, the universal sound, Shanti meaning peace. And thank you. I'll make my way over to my laptop. Is everybody still alive?
Yes, thank you very much.
I'll try and get that